Okay. Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy. You already know who it is. And this is Dakar Diaries. I don't remember the number, but I do know the last video that I did, I legit thought I was going to perish on the floor, on the ground. And I was going through it for sure. But we're back. I didn't perish, luckily. And I'm now back to having all my tools and my stuff. And so I'm creating again. Spent this month really not doing much, which is a bit upsetting because I know every single day I need to do a lot, and I really don't ever do that. But you know, I understand that I need to be more disciplined this year, and just for the rest of my life. If I really want to have the things that I want and to have the life that I want, it's just yeah, I have to be more disciplined. I have to have like a stronger work ethic. I know I like to just sort of screw off a lot, but yeah, it's come to the point where, like, you know things have to happen. So it is what it is. I rested, I think, this month for sure, and yeah, I'm ready to get back into it. And so I had time to think about my work and my brand or what have you. And yeah, I don't know if it even matters, or if I even need to think about it too much, but I've decided that I want to function more as a brand, and not in the sense of, because at this point in time it's still just me making everything, right? And so I can't do full runs of things where, like, hey, here's a jacket that I did and I can make like 50 of them, like, right off the bat. Like, I probably can't do that financially, or just like time and energy wise or whatever. But I want to function more as a brand, in the sense that, when I started doing this, I was like, okay, I don't want to be a, like, streetwear brand, because I feel like that would be, like, a little lower than what I'm actually doing, because I consider what I am doing, like a higher end, higher luxury, whatever, because I am, like, designing, all of these things myself. And but as I continue to think about it, I think about more or less like where I belong, or like where I see myself, right? And so with the higher end, brands and all that stuff, I've never seen myself in that community. It was never something that was, talked about in the household growing up. Like, there was never Gucci around. There was never, any of those brands or anything around. But it was, like the streetwear, the FUBU, the Echo, the just all those different types of brands, the LRG, And so when I think about how I want to present myself and how I want to do things, it's more in that sense of, like, I feel like I'm just nestled into the middle of, like, a streetwear brand and, like, a high end sort of thing, because I don't consider a hoodie, like a basic hoodie, high end just because I made it. But depending on the material used and the sewing processes, whatever, then it could become higher end. But I guess my point being is, yeah, I just want to do more, like, logo stuff. Like, let's say I do make a jacket, and I literally just slap my logo, not slap, but I put my logo on it. I think that is sufficient enough to be a thing, as opposed to before. I thought, the jacket needed to be this and needed to be that. I don't know. I'm My own personal style currently is just more minimal. Like, when I first started, I was definitely making a lot of, like, loud, vibrant stuff, and I still want to make stuff like that to a certain degree. But I would definitely say, like, yeah, my own personal style is just, I want a more, like, refined, sort of more, more, yeah, minimal sort of look. And yeah, if that's just, the hoodie with the nice logo on the chest, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? And that's what I want. That's what I want. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot because I felt like, you know, I couldn't. I feel like I couldn't really do that because it's like, okay, why would you shop with me and buy like a $150 hoodie, $150 hoodie when you could, go here and get that for 60. But I can't really think like that because it's like, people will buy what they want to buy, and I need to make what I want to make. So yeah, that's something that I've definitely been thinking about. As I was, deep in my sickness, I was just thinking about different things. Um, and so yeah, that's basically what's been going on. I'm just trying to really refine what I've been doing. So the other thing is, I am moving toward the future. I'm not going to be just doing a bunch of different cuts of things. So I pretty much decided that I'm going to be running my like denim truck jacket style pattern. I'm going to run that because I've been workshopping that for a while. I'm going to do like some chores jackets. I'm going to be doing some just like collared dress shirts, and I might throw in some other stuff as well. But like, for however long I've been doing it, I've been like making one thing and then moving over to the next and then moving over to the next. I don't want to do that anymore because again, I am making everything myself, and I want stuff to be like the best. So you can only get really good at making a jacket if you make a jacket a bunch of times. You know what I mean? Unless you just have a knack for it. You have to make that thing many, many times, and then, you will have a really polished product, right? And that's what I want. So I'm deciding on just like choosing a couple different patterns and then literally just like making those a bunch of times, a bunch of sizes, and just putting my artwork on those specific prints instead of being like, okay, I have to make a hoodie, I got to do this, and I have to make a jacket, I got to do this, I got to make a quarter zip, I got to do this, because all those things, I wouldn't say I'm like great at making them. I can make them, but I just haven't made them in multiplicity to where like, yeah, I feel comfortable making this thing and selling it for this price and knowing that everything is sewn correctly and this, that, and the third. So moving forward, that's really my goal, is to like just make like specific pieces, and yeah, having those pieces be like really, really well done, And so yeah, that's the other thing that I wanted to sort of just start working on. And so yeah, I think I still feel good about everything. It's just the doubt that always creeps in. I feel like that might always be there, but yeah, I'm understanding that. Yeah, I definitely have something that is still like worth pursuing. With because I think with everything going on, sometimes it's hard to be like, okay, yeah, I should be making $400 jackets. Like, is that really what I should be doing with my life and time? But I think it still is. So I'm gonna continue to do it. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to chat about. I mean, I like I said, consistency, more discipline. Definitely need to just start doing these more consistently because I think they're very beneficial. Just looking back on, literally like 5 or 10 years from now, I'm gonna be watching these videos like, oh wow, like I was really doing it I was really doing it, or man, I could have, been doing this better, this, whatever. But again, just having that documentation is really important. I feel like I've said that before. But yeah, Dakar Diaries number whatever this is. We're gonna just keep them rolling, and I'm gonna have some other videos out too. So definitely stick around for those. And yeah, we're just gonna keep doing it. All right, make sure you go out, have fun, enjoy the sun if it's out today. make something beautiful, talk to somebody, have a good conversation, all those things. All right, peace.